In a noisy world, silence can look like foolishness, but sometimes silence holds the deepest wisdom. This is the story of a boy who was called foolish by everyone until one day he surprised them all. In a quiet hill town, surrounded by pine trees and winding stone roads, lived an old teacher named Mr. Bennet. People came from nearby towns just to ask for his advice. He wasn't rich, but he was deeply respected. Everyone called him the wise man of the hills. Mr. Bennet lived with his only son, a quiet boy named Leo. But unlike his father, Leo didn't speak much. He didn't join debates or show off at school. He liked to draw, read books, or sit alone watching birds. People started talking. "That's Mr. Bennet's son? He doesn't seem very smart. Poor man. Such a brilliant father, but such a foolish boy." Mr. Bennet heard these comments often, but he never responded. Still, deep inside, he sometimes wondered if they were right. One afternoon, the town mayor came to visit Mr. Bennet. They sipped tea on the porch, looking out at the hills. After a pause, the mayor leaned forward and said, "Mr. Bennet, please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm a little concerned about Leo." Mr. Bennet looked up. "Why?" he asked. The mayor smiled awkwardly. "Every week at the town square, we play a small game with him. We put a $1 coin and a $10 bill in front of him. Every time, Leo picks the $1 coin. Everyone laughs, the kids giggle. It's become a kind of weekly joke. But it doesn't look good, sir." Mr. Bennet raised an eyebrow. He said nothing more. That evening, just before dinner, he sat with Leo by the fireplace. "Son," he asked gently, "is it true? Do you pick the $1 coin, even when there's a $10 bill beside it?" Leo nodded. "Yes, father, I do." Mr. Bennet was puzzled. "But why? Don't you know the $10 bill is worth more?" Leo smiled, a quiet, confident smile. "Of course I do." Leo stood up. He walked to his room and returned with a small wooden box. He placed it on the table. When Mr. Bennet opened it, he was stunned. Inside were dozens and dozens of shiny $1 coins, stacked neatly in rows. Leo explained, "These are the coins from the game. Every week they offer me the same choice. They laugh. They call me silly. But each time I pick the $1 coin, they keep the game going, and I keep getting coins. If I take the $10 bill even once, the fun will end. They'll stop offering anything. So I stay quiet. I smile. I take the coin. Let them laugh." Mr. Bennet stared at his son, not with disappointment, but with pride. Leo looked into his father's eyes. "Everyone wants to prove something. But I don't need to. I don't want applause. I want consistency. They give me $1 a week to pretend I don't know better. That's not foolish, Dad. That's smart business." A few weeks later, the town held its annual festival. Mr. Bennet was invited to speak. He stood on stage, calm and wise as always. At the end, a woman from the crowd raised her hand and asked, "Sir, we admire your wisdom, but how do you explain your son?" The crowd went silent. Some people smirked. Mr. Bennet looked around, then said with a gentle smile, "Do you know how many $1 coins make 100? Someone replied, 100. He nodded slowly. "Now imagine someone gives you $1 every week, with laughter, with teasing, and you accept it, calmly, knowing what you're doing. Would that person be foolish or wise?" The crowd fell quiet. The mayor shifted uncomfortably. Mr. Bennet continued, "Sometimes intelligence looks loud. Big words, fancy talk, public applause. But sometimes the wisest person in the room is the one who doesn't speak at all. He glanced at Leo, standing quietly at the edge of the stage. People laugh at those who don't try to prove themselves, but often, the ones who don't need to prove anything are the ones who already know their worth. The audience clapped. This time, not out of politeness, but out of respect. From that day on, no one called Leo foolish again. In life, some people will laugh at your silence. They may mock your calm. They may mistake your quietness for weakness. But remember this: when you know your value, you don't need to prove anything. Let others shout. Let others show off. You just keep going, quietly, consistently, because the loudest voice in the room isn't always the smartest. Work in silence, succeed with grace, and let your results make the noise. If this story touched your heart, like it, share it, and remind someone that quiet success is still success. Until next time, stay humble, stay focused, and keep moving forward.